G'day everybody, welcome to Zombie Bites Everything. Some GTA, gonna be doing some the Halloweeny type races. We'll have a look, see what there is. I'm not going to be streaming very long, only doing a short stream, probably about an hour. Topeka's going to be streaming later on tonight. She'll be streaming her dinosaur game. She's been waiting and waiting and waiting for it. So she'll be swearing and cursing at that later on tonight in about 3 hours. So I'll just pin a link up there. Everybody can go over there and check her out if they're interested in seeing the new Jurassic World. I don't know which game it is. I'm sure when she comes in the chat she'll be able to put the name of the game in. Every time I go to stream, my nose gets clogged up. Well, not every time, but it feels like a lot of the times my nose and my face just gets congested. Don't know what it is. Because I shut my door and I wonder if it's something in my room causing it. Where'd that spider go? You go into that other spider, that one will eat you. I got spiders that'll eat other spiders in my room. They just freely walk around. I don't bother them, they don't bother me. When they get too close, I shoo them on. Look, I'm not some hippie. I'm not some hippie person that won't squash a bug or something like that. Don't, you know, I just don't care about spiders. They just don't bother me. I don't have any other type of bugs in the house because, well, spiders. None of them want to live in the house. We hardly ever get flies and mosquitoes. We get one or two mosquitoes, but, you know, the spiders can't catch every single thing. But for the most part, we just leave them alone. If they're not bothering us, we leave them alone. It's worked so far. I just sent the guys away to do some work. Sun's going down. Let's go park somewhere and see if anything happens during the night time with the phantom car or the psychos. Oh shit. I tried to turn away from that, but for some reason the controller didn't turn. I got two controllers. One of them slightly dicky and a little bit, you know, not quite right. Okay, I'm gonna sit that there like that. Hopefully that's not in the way. You hear that woman? She said she was going to bite my arm. I don't know. What time is it? Alright, let's just stand right here for now. See what happens. maybe the Christine car will come and attack.
How you doing?
Hopefully. Some of the footage I have in the Happy Halloween Volume 1 video I did. This is what I have to do to get some of the footage. It's not always easy. Sometimes I got to stand around for hours waiting for a particular event to happen just so I can record it. And that little thing spinning down on the that's saying it's recording on the bottom left. You only get that if you have story mode as well. You have to have story mode as well, I believe. If you don't, then you don't get that. And that allows you to move the cameras around and interact with the video a little bit better. But you only can have so much of that footage. So I can collect only so much of it, and then I have to stop. So I'll stand here for the night, collect the footage, and then anything that happens, I'll go into Rockstar and I'll go through the footage quickly, find the thing that happened, keep that footage aside and delete the rest to free up room so I can go back through and do it again. And during the day I do all my normal stuff. Just the night time I just stand around. Or I might say to myself, okay, I'm here at this park, I'll just walk around the park. I just keep walking, doing laps around the park, waiting for something to happen. But I'll be recording the whole time. So for now, I'm just going to stand here for a little bit. G'day, drunk. How you going, mate? Hope you're doing well. Topeka's got to be streaming that new game. What's the name of the game you're streaming, Topeka? Jurassic World Domination fucking 52 or some shit. Not bad, just hauling dirt from one spot to another. Only like a mile away though. Makes the day go really slow. Yeah, I suppose. Jurassic World Evolution 3. Okay, that's what Topeka will be playing in a couple of hours. She'll be streaming that, if anybody's interested. Fun fact, all the people that go into Topeka's chat will have dinosaurs named after them. Yeah. Maybe a dinosaur gets in the fights. Maybe it lives. Maybe it dies. Who knows? Third time they've evolved. Topeka said something about there'll be male dinosaurs. Wink, wink. In about 3 hours. About 11 o'clock my time. It's almost 8 o'clock. Alright, now we'll walk around. Eight AM, yeah. Alright, so around 11 o'clock, just before lunch, Topeka will stream it. She'll stream that. She'll say, oh, I'll only do about an hour and a bit, you know, but she'll get a good 3 hours. She's got nothing to do tomorrow, so she'll keep streaming until she falls asleep out of her chair. And she's done that. She's fallen asleep in her chair. Me and Wolfbane were playing a game one time, and it's like, is that Topeka snoring? Yep. She had fallen asleep. 2 hours and 1 minute to go. Okay, so she'll be streaming at 10 o'clock. But just in case there's any bugs or glitches or anything like that, let's say she'll definitely be streaming by 11. So within the next 3 hours. Between 2 and 3 hours. There you go. You know, when I first read 8 a.m., my eyes are blurry. I don't have my glasses with me. And no, I don't need them, Topeka. Because I can't play my game because of where the screen is for my game. Everything's blurry when I'm wearing my glasses. I only need them to read the chat. So I need kind of like something I can pick up and look at it like a magnifying glass or something like that would be more appropriate. But anyway, at first I thought it said BAM here. I thought the 8 was a B. I don't know why. So if anybody's wondering what am I doing, I'm just walking around this park in GDA hoping the serial killer or the phantom car attacks. And then we're going to go do some races. So we're just burning away the night time. Bam! Yeah, that's what I thought you did. I thought you went BAM here. Like you were making your presence known. DDG's catchphrase, BAM! Can see that? I got told, one of my friends said to me, do you know there's certain things you say when you're playing DayZ? I was like, what do you mean? And he goes, anytime you find a hat. I was like, yeah. He goes, you always go, you go on my head. I was like, do I? I didn't even realise it. And the other day, I found a hat and I went, you go on my head. And I was like, oh, I fucking do. Had kind of my own little catchphrase for the game. I didn't even know it. He rattled off a whole heap of them. But I did. I didn't realise. Yeah. Every time afterwards, you're right, because every time afterwards, I've sort of been very cautious about what I say, and I feel like I don't say it now. And if I was saying it naturally beforehand, now saying it feels forced. If that makes sense. And it's like, broke it. It's alright. It's going to get to a point where I forget about it. That's all. I should be able to do that eventually. No, I won't. The other thing is too, I could just lean into it, but the problem is with that is I still feel like it's kind of forced. I didn't know that I was picking up these little habits that, because of my dedication of playing DayZ, I didn't realise that I was picking up these little habits or creating these little habits for myself while playing DayZ. Now I'm curious on all the other things that he's mentioned and fucking if there's any other things that I've done while playing DayZ, and you know, they're probably just ways that I know why I do it. I do it because it's my way of remembering. You know, I've probably done that. It goes on, you go on my head is probably some way of reminding myself, make sure you got a hat because you got to stay warm or some shit. It's something like that. It's just a code I've given myself for the game, that's all. You know, like Adam Sandler's in fucking, you know, Billy Madison, shampoo goes on first, you clean the hair. You know, some stupid shit like that. I'm going to stand here with these hookers. Stand here if the psycho comes or the car comes, maybe to run them over. I've noticed I say the game. Speaking of, there's a psycho. Alright. Well, we got that. See? I knew it would happen. Ah. What time is it? Wow. It's only 3 o'clock. There's still time for more shit to happen. It doesn't stop till 5 o'clock in the morning. There could still be another serial killer. There's 3 types of serial killers. There's the clown that we just seen. Then there's another guy all dressed in black. And then there's a clone of yourself. Well, they're the 3 that I've encountered. Then you got the Christine car, the Phantom car, which bursts into flames and comes after you, which is basically Christine. Ah, yeah. I know the people. There are a few times where there's the exception to the rule where you can accept it and go, no, that's okay. Because in the context of what they're saying, it's fine. They're not overusing the word. But if they start overusing the word, It's like I went over there the other day, and like I was there for like 4 or 5 minutes, like, and you never know what happened. Like Michael came in, like, and you're just like, "Fuck off, cunt! You annoying piece of shit." But for the most part, you got to stay there and grit your teeth and fucking smile and go, "Uh-huh, right." And then what Michael say? Oh, and he didn't blow his brains out. Why? Because he's got no self-esteem, and that's why he can handle being around your fucking pretentious ass. Something like that. Yeah, no, I get it. Me and Topeka walk away mid-sentence. They just sit there going, like, how rude. Me and Topeka, we watched Screamboat. It's from the producers of Terrifier 2 and Terrifier 3, and it starred the guy that played Art the Clown in all those movies, those Terrifier movies. And it's a take the piss of Steamboat Willie, Mickey Mouse. And they drop so many references to, you know, Disney franchises and shit like that. Anyway, without spoiling the movie, because you'd notice this in the trailer, there's this group of drunken birthday goers, and the way they speak, I said to Topeka, I can't fucking stand the way they talk. The way they were talking just like that, with all the as many likes as you can put in the fucking sentence, and they had that real Silicon Valley fucking style fucking talking, and it's like that really droll. I just couldn't fucking nut. I said to Topeka, I said, I want that fucking the killer mouse to kill him first. Oh yeah, there's a killer mouse. It's stupid, but it's funny. It's worth the watch. Screamboat. It's worth the watch. But yeah, just the way they were talking, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, please kill him now. Look, I'm not one to... I can't really stand here and talk and say what's the perfect way to talk, what isn't. But I'm allowed to have an opinion on what I like and what I don't like. And nah, theirs was just, oh my God. It's like, oh, fucking... Just the way they did it. It's like, I can't... Like white chicks and fucking Legally Blonde chicks and Clueless. Like all of them mixed together, those type. They were them. And I couldn't handle it. I was so happy when things happened to them that shut them up. Like is a filter word that dumb people use. A filler word, yeah. Yeah. It's like when people go, oh, I just did it then. Well, see, sometimes it's in the context of it. We'll say it. Sometimes we don't even know it. But when you think of words, there's only so many words one person can use. You can use the word like if you're referencing it to something else, like if you're comparing. So if you're going, it's like apples can be sliced the same way as pears, then that's fine. But if you're using it every single time, it's just a bit ruthless to hear on the ears. There's a big vocabulary of words people could use. They get comfortable. That's fine. the the phrase, when people go, you know, sometimes that can be a bit of a filler as well. But it depends too on who's doing the talking and who's doing the listening. Some people might do it like I see a lot of really smart, intelligent people using that phrase, and it kind of feels like you don't know what to say. You're supposed to be smart, but then you realise they're talking to people that are probably not as smart as them. So are they trying to figure out a way to dumb it down a bit so then the regular person can understand as well, not just the highly intelligent? Because that's a part of education, is you can't just make it so then only the elite understand. Everybody has to be able to understand. So I might find myself using that phrase a lot with the grandkids because I've got to remember, I can't speak to them like they're adults. Children. I've got to think of a way to put it in their ears. Yeah. I think Family Guy did a bit of a skit like that. One of them was trying to get the phone number. They were like, it's like trying to get a phone number off a chick these days. And the guy goes up and tries to get the phone number, and he goes, and the chick goes, yeah, she goes, it's 00321 fucking HE4 email me. And it just walks away. It's like, huh? G'day, Jimmy. How you going, mate? That Neil deGrasse Tyson's whole job explains space and science to us. Here's the thing, right? Regardless of people's views on anything religious or political, right? My views always, I rely on a scientific views, or I use the scientific principles of finding evidence. That's how I just make most of my judgments in life. I use a scientific approach. I look at things and I go, is it repeatable? There's a van in front of me. Is it repeatable? Is it fucking, can it be explained and all that sort of thing? I try to look at everything like that. So I always pay attention to when there's these science. What I'm getting to is I always pay attention to when there's these science people talking. Neil deGrasse Tyson, Bill Nye, but even like Richard Dawkins and Christopher Hitchens and all that sort of stuff. Not just, scientists, but other great minds. And listen to them, both sides of their arguments. Some of them have some weird... I wouldn't claim to understand what they're all talking about, that's for sure. Wouldn't have a fucking clue. Yeah, you're probably right there, Jimmy. He has to dumb it down for us completely to what he knows. Yeah, I suppose. But, I mean, he's also trying to... He's got to lecture a whole class as well, doesn't he? He's a teacher as well, isn't he? So I suppose he's gotten used to doing it over time and having to do it for TV and all that sort of stuff. Like when you're talking about going on talk shows and that, he's got to dumb it down so then the host can follow and all that sort of shit. That's fine, though. I don't mind science being dumbed down to then anybody can understand it. That's fine. What I don't like But I'm well aware there is nothing I can do about it. But what I don't like is the fact some people will go, I don't care that you can scientifically prove something, I don't believe it. It's like, but it's right there in front of you. It can be repeated. You can witness it. You can witness it. You can. Evidence is based on what you can witness, and you can witness most this science experiments. You can witness it. So I don't understand those people. Fine, whatever you want to believe, religion and politics, I don't care. But when it starts interfering with the sciences, now I have a problem, and I don't understand those people. You know. You show a person how the leaves on a tree follow the sun and tell them, yes, that's because they're eating sunlight, and they don't understand it. They're eating sunlight and they're pooping out oxygen along with the carbon monoxide that we're pumping in to the air. They're eating that too and spitting out oxygen, which we breathe. It's a full circle. I don't get it. It's like, it's simple. Hey, it's not my job to fucking make everybody smart. It's not our jobs. Yeah. Hey, look, fine. You want to believe there was no such thing as dinosaurs because they're not in the Bible? That's fine. That's fine. Do you know what else wasn't in the? You know what else wasn't in the Bible? Anything to do with America? The people in America, the Indians in America, North America, South America, none of that was in the Bible either. Turns out it's real and exists. For some reason, God only went there. So there's you know, it's like, okay, why in the comic The Walking Dead, right? The Walking Dead, most people know The Walking Dead's a TV show, but before it was a TV show, it was a comic. And in the comic, Eugene is talking to Gabrielle, Father Gabrielle. Now, one is a priest and one is was a science teacher. Eugene was a science teacher, or something to do with science. And he says to the father or the priest, why did God not go to the Native Americans and tell them about the religion? Why didn't he go anywhere? Why did he just pick one spot and go, all right, you go tell the world? Why do you only trust one person, one group of people to do it? I always thought, that's a valid question. It's a graphic novel, sir. Actually, it's not a graphic novel, sir. It's a comic book series. And every 30 comics, they turn that for 30 comics into a graphic novel. Ah. Don't fucking nerd off with me, son. Touche. I remember Tom and Jerry and the little mouse, and he had these little fucking pin from the sewing pin cushion. And he'd go, touche, pussycato. And he'd poke him in the bum. Meow. Yes. Well, they are actually comics. They are considered comic books, but every time they put 30 of them together, they put it out as a graphic novel because they shrink it down to the size of a novel. I've got all the comics digitally, and I've got all the graphic novels up to 6, I think. 5 or 6, something like that. Pepe Le Pew. He's a cool one. I like Pepe Le Pew. I like Leghorn, Foghorn as well. RC. Beforehand drunk, I was going to say, I was going to read it like this, I was going to go, my brother always calls them graphic novels. Well, you can tell your brother he's a fucking idiot. And that's the reason why no one loves him. But I thought, nah, that's too mean. I was so in love with that show. Never missed an episode. What's that? Warner Brothers cartoons. Oh, Walking Dead. Yeah, I mean, the comics have it go a lot different. It's a lot different than the comics, that's for sure, the show. I really do prefer the comics. I've read the comics over and over again. I do prefer the comics. The show, I feel like there's good moments in every single season. There's some shit moments in every season too. And I reckon if you remove some of the shit moments, you'd have a good show. I don't think you need all the shit moments that are in it. There's a lot of stuff in the next, like you said, Alexandra and onwards. There's a lot of stuff in there that's just filler. There's no substance to it. You don't even need it in there. Yeah, it would give you less episodes, but at least it would be interesting. But me, I like The Walking Dead. I still to this day, I would watch it if I had it. I don't have access to it. So because I don't have access to it, I don't watch it. But if I had access, I'd watch it. I like it. I don't care that its seasons are a bit slow or anything like that. That doesn't worry me. I'll get through that. Only because I'll watch it because I know it's going to have good bits. And I'm really a fan of the gore. And the craftsmanship that goes into it. Um, but I totally understand how people could fall off the show and get to the point where they're not really as interested as they once were. I totally understand that though, because I myself, like I said, if I had the way to watch it, I could pay to watch it. I'm not interested in, and if I paid to watch it, I'd probably be able to get a whole heap of access to other stuff too. But I'm not interested in it enough to pay for it. I'm quite happy to wait until it becomes free somewhere, or comes up on one of the streaming platforms I'm already using. I'm not wasting money on it. It's not that good. G'day, Shiny. How you going, mate? Oh, that was nice. Hope everyone's doing alright out there. Whoa. Shout out to whoever made this track. Nice job. This track is a custom made track by a fan. Oh, you are up there. Summer's starting to set in. Whoa, took that really wide. I didn't quite nail that jump. I wonder what happens if I hit these. Oh, hey, you're supposed to hit the bastard. They're not giving points. Nah, nothing. That'll straighten you out. As long as you get the right angle, then when you deploy your parachute, it'll straighten your vehicle out. That's right, we go over this one. And we're towards the end. Yeah, I know I'm going the wrong way. Oh, I did that on purpose. And... G'day, TR. How you going, mate? Oh, that was fucking hilarious. Where was that? There we go. I'm doing that again. Well, not again, but we'll do something different. Damn it. Misjudged that. How you doing, TR? Hope you're doing well. And... there we go. Hey? That looked cool. Just had to figure out which way was the angle I had to pull. Oh, that fell. Which angle I had to pull. I've got to phrase that better. Hope everyone's day's doing alright. It's getting cold here now. Yeah. No worries, Jimmy. Alright. Let's get this one done. See, I don't mind doing these races, because to me, it's just a race. This is a transforming race. So it's not just a race. It's a race where your vehicle keeps changing on you. Which, I don't mind. I'm fine with any race in GTA. I don't care. Plane, motorbikes, cars, boats, trucks. I don't care. I'll race anything. I'll do the drift races. I'll do the endurances. I'll do fucking any of them. Some of them I don't like. I don't like the drifts and the drags and all that because, well, they're just not my favourite. I'm not good at them. Flying, I feel like, is my best. Me and Topeka, we do a lot of let each other win. She'll let me win, I'll let her win, just for the money side of it. When it's like paying double and all that. Man. This has got some wicked jumps, eh? So my win rate in GTA doesn't look very good. Looks like I suck. But I'm a fair racer. I mean, nothing special. I think it says that I got more losses than I have wins. The fucking loop-de-loop one me and Jimmy had to do the other night. Fuck that. This is the one that kept getting Jimmy. Ignore that. Here comes that finish line. I did all of that without coming off. That was really, really good. Yeah, man, that was crazy. Sorry, I lost concentration of chat then. That was insane. Because once I started that, there was no pulling over for a second. And see, because I did that in 4.5 minutes, I didn't really make a lot of money on it. You make more money if you... There's a maximum money you can make in a GTA race. So first place by yourself at the moment, because it's paying out 3 times, you make 36,000. If you wait, you go across the finish line at 8.5 minutes. Any sooner, and you won't get as much. If you go across like at 4 minutes, like I did, 22,000. I advise everybody out there, when you're playing GTA and you've got nothing else to do, just start doing the races. Pick any race, do any of them, because it'll help build up your skills, it'll help build up your RP, you'll make money on it, you learn the vehicles, and it's fun. Just safely exit out of the race if you don't like the race or can't beat it. I'll show you how to do that. Let's say you're finished and you don't want to do any more races, or you're stuck on a race and you don't want to do it anymore. Then as long as the race is going like it is now and the countdown's finished, bring up your phone, hit the middle button, and it'll have the race that you're doing, and you can hit the square, which is the colour of the delete button, the little rubbish bin there, and you delete the message. And if you delete the message, then you get kicked out the game, out the race. Doesn't affect you or anything like that. It's what I'd call a safe way of leaving a race. I recommend everybody do some of the races. Oh fuck, I remember this one. This one's got little fucking bridges I gotta go over. If we're supposed to be toys in a kid's room, why is there beer bottles? And why is this kid playing with fire? Jimmy kept missing that. Ah, shit. I like how they made it look like there's clothing hanging. And these are pegs that we're supposed to go around. I like how they did that. That was pretty cool. Pretty smart. So they're making it so we have to fucking work for it. Is that a white tail walking on me? It's alright. That's right. I realised at the last second why it was slowing me down. If that spider comes over and bites me, I'll be very mad. Is that a Swedish flag? I don't know my flags. I'm not very good with my flags. It's something I'm meaning to go on to. I know everybody's upset that I don't know my flags. I apologise. G'day, Twisted. How you going, mate? Yeah. What's the difference between a mounted police officer and a game of golf? One's a hunt on a course. I did a pretty good job with this, eh? Considering it's called, what's it called? Toy cars, garden ants. Yeah. The way they made it look like clothes hanging. That's pretty good. Looks like a pair of shorts and a shirt. I mean, the shorts look way too small. Maybe they're socks. I don't know. But yeah, I see what they were doing. Pretty good. That flag there, that's Swedish, yeah? Am I getting it right? I feel like I'm wrong, aren't I? Switzerland? Swedish? Norway? Somewhere that way? Am I close? I don't know. I'm not claiming to be. Look, it's this zombie bites everything, not this guy fucking knows everything about flags. You know, so I'm pretty confident it doesn't fucking matter. If anybody's come here because they're in high school and they're learning, they got social science and they're learning flags of the nations and of around the world, then you're fucked. You come to the wrong place. I admire your courage. And see, $36,000 because I went at 88 minutes and 30 seconds. Look how old I am, right? That shows right there fucking how old I am. My crew name, Tie Your Mother Down. It's a Queen song, guys. fucking one of the most awesome songs ever. Fun with Flags, Big Bang Theory. Yeah, I remember that. Just working on in October. I've made $15 million just dicking around, not even taking the game seriously. I've also put $11 million away in chips. So I essentially have $26 million that I've made midway from last month to where we are now. So in a month. In just over a month. And that's just by dicking around doing races and helping people and completing a few challenges. Collecting the cash, seeing the daily dealers, that sort of stuff. All adds up. Normally when I chuck the PlayStation on, I'll jump in GTA and have a coffee, check things out, collect all me money from me things. I'll go to me Andes and send me Andes away, the two guys at the bail bonds. I'll go to me nightclub and drive a person home or throw a person out on their head. Either way, do whatever's needed there. If the car wash is ready to be done, then I'll do the car wash, go pick up a car and wash it. And then I'll grab $50,000 from the casino. And if it's night time, I'll go look for the UFOs so I can take the photos of them and send them in. And then I'll finish off the night by waiting around for a serial killer, collect all that footage, jump out, when it's daytime, jump out, delete from Rockstar the footage I don't need, keeping what I do need, jump out the game, play something different. I do that. I'll jump in every now and then in a GTA and just do that. I'm not even. I hardly ever just like if I'm joining criminal, then I'll play the game. Or if I'm like streaming right now, I'll play the game. But other than that, I don't really play GTA. I'll jump in and do those daily things just to keep it flowing still, and having it say that I've logged in just in case they're giving away free outfits or something. And yeah, most of the time I'll be in DayZ or editing, supporting other people, being in their stuff, watching their stuff. I don't play the PlayStation as much as I used to. I've sort of dropped off playing it. I think it's because I really enjoy a certain group of games. GTA, Red Dead, DayZ, Far Cry, Dead Island, and Doom. But I don't want to just. I want something different, and I'm waiting for something different. Like, I know GTA 6 is coming out, and I've been asked, what do you think? Blah, 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 blah. I don't care. I'm going to play it. I don't give a shit. I don't care what anybody else says about it. I don't care what anybody's opinion about it. I'm going to play it. I'm going to get it and I'm going to play it just like everybody else will. I'll make my own mind up. But at the same time, I'm not expecting this, golden halo of a game. I'm not expecting it to be the holy grail of games. It's just a game, and I expect it to be just a game. So, but I want something in between that. I feel like I've done the best I can and all I can with High on Life. Still a couple of things I can do on it if I wanted to knock off some trophies. I could play through again. But, I've completed the game several times now. Along with the DLC. And streamed it. So I'm struggling to find something that's interesting to me that I want to stream and get right into. GTA I think's flat. Don't get me wrong, I like GTA and I'll continue to stream GTA. But it's just like, what can I do? It's all been done. I got RoboCop. I got a few games there that other people have done, and I've just never done them because other people did them. And I just figure, I'll just leave it on their channel. They've got it on theirs. I don't want to be that guy that does the same as other people. It's very hard because we all like the same games. So there's always going to be an overlap. I guess that's why I go back to GTA, because everybody plays it. There's no, someone's making a name for himself playing this type of game or something like that. But there are certain games I've held off playing because other people are playing those games and they're doing really, really good, and I don't want to, distract from that. Same issue of thought process. Yeah, what do I play? Yeah, exactly. I've got shitloads of games. It's like, what do I play? I want to play something that I'm engaged with, that I actually am enjoying, and that other people will enjoy being there as well. But at the same time, I want to make it very clear, I want to be enjoying it takes priority over whether other people in chat are enjoying it or not. I hope everybody enjoys what I'm playing, but at the end of the day, I'm playing what I want to play what I enjoy. So if I'm not enjoying it, I might leave and play something different. And if there's people in chat that think, oh, what a pussy, you're raging, or you're just not going to fucking... Yeah, no, fuck you. I'm going to play it the way I want to play it. if I go, nah, this game's not for me and I don't want to play it, there's some people who say, you should just keep going. It's like, no, I don't want to. I'm done with it. I know when I'm enjoying a game and when I'm not enjoying a game. So, it's been a while since I've started playing a game and I'm like, I can't put it down. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, I said that on the day when I commented about when are you going to finish a game. I said, yeah, thing is, you got too many fucking games. It'd be hard for you to finish a... It's hard for you to finish a game if you got so many of them. Sticking to just one. I wish I had access to all the games you have. And I probably do have access to them, but I don't know how to set it up. You know, but I wish I did. I'd love to be playing some of those games. I believe I would get frustrated with every single one of them. I'd get frustrated with every single one of them, all because I'm not used to the controls anymore. Remember when you just had A and B as your button and your direction pad? I don't know. I got to go through my games. That's what I got to do. I got to go through my games and have a look to see what I got. And that's it on this one. Huh. We're going to hang about here for now 2.5 minutes. All right. Talk about primitive gaming. Yeah. Had a stick and one button. Bark, yeah. Look at how far we've come. You know, people talk about the world being shit, and I agree. There are certain things about the world that are shit, but we have come a long way in certain things. We have to give credit where credit is due. We have come a long way. I want you to think about it, drunk. All the problems of the world that you learned about when you were in high school and primary school. All those problems you learned about. And how you got told that we try and solve them and shit like that. Now, we just have better ways to ignore them. Better technology to help us ignore those problems. We can go on YouTube and watch short little videos of someone getting kicked in the nuts. Primitive. No, I understood you. You're saying that in 10,000 years, archaeologists will dig up Look at you. You just went like in your own thingy. I wouldn't want to be this age like 100 years ago. Like, I'm fine with the time period. Nah. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Nah, where we live right now is way better than... And in 100 years' time, it should be better than what it is now. If we listen to some of the smart people and stop putting dumb people in charge, we could probably find ourselves getting better, exponentially better, quicker, if we just stepped out of our own way. But some people don't like that, and that's fine. It's the whole, you have your right to your own opinion, blah, blah, blah. We all get it, you know. But, yeah, whatever. It is what it is. It's a shit show. What is it? It's a huge shit sandwich, and you have to take a bite. You're stuck here at the moment. In 100 years' time, it should be way better because of the way it was 100 years ago. And 100 years before that was shittier. And 100 years before that was even shittier. You go back even to the times where there was kings and queens and all that sort of stuff, it was way shitty. It's harder for wars to flare up. Wow. In certain nations that don't want to get their shit together, if they allow war or start war or be involved in war, then that's on them. That's their own shitty nation's problem. And I'm not calling any particular shitty nation out, but if you're involved in war, doing anything to do with war, you're a shitty fucking nation. Get your fucking act together. It's 2025. Pull your fucking finger out and fucking join the rest of the world. You arrogant, fucking ignorant, lowbrow fucking morons. Did age around 100 years ago. That better. No toilet paper. Yeah, fuck that. So that's an invention right there that's worth it. You know? You go back 200 years ago, show someone a roll of toilet paper and then give them one roll of toilet paper and have them show their friends and that, and then they slowly run out of that roll. Just sit back and laugh your fucking head off because they'll get addicted to that like cocaine, man. They'll be addicted to toilet paper like crack. And you'll be like, ha ha ha, please sir, do you have another of that roll of Wonder Bum paper? No, I only got one roll, mate. Did you use it up? Yes, sir. I did. Oh, well, sucks for you. I'll go back to my fucking time where there's plenty of it. Really fuck with his head. They'll tell tales of it. You go back to your own time, there'll be this fucking toilet paper god. A big statue in your honour. Yeah. The thing is, it's funny when a comedian says it, but at the end of the day, it's no fucking joke though. It's still fucking happening. It's like, really? Man, this is fucking stupid. So at the risk of offending any of those nations, fuck those nations. Pull your fucking heads in. Suck my dick. There you go. Yeah, I only get 28,000 on this one. I don't know why. Don't get the maximum. There we go. We'll leave. We'll leave because I've got a few things to do in the game before I jump out. Look, each to their own. Believe people can believe whatever they want to believe. I honestly don't care. I gave up on humanity years ago. Like, pretty much like George Carlin said. I've seen his clip where he said he gave up on humanity. I was like, hey, me too. I was like, this is me and this guy speaking the same fucking language here. His reasons were different than mine, but yeah, they weren't far off. You hope everybody, wants to do the right thing, but everybody has their own version of what the right thing is. There's a perfect line that sums it up, and it's from a movie. It's from the movie Day of the Dead, the original Day of the Dead movie. The guy says, that's the problem with the world. There's over 7 billion people and each one of them has an opinion. Which is true. And while it's true and correct that everybody should have their own opinion, it doesn't always help. It doesn't always help the situation. Everybody's opinion's not always... Everybody has the right to their own opinion. It doesn't mean everybody's opinion is useful. And it's not always at fault of the person that has the opinion. Sometimes you got to just remember, they're like, they have an opinion. You think to yourself, this person's fucking crazy, and it's like, well, hang on a second, what's their education like? Where did they grow up? How were they educated? Did they suffer head injuries while growing up? All these sorts of things. We can go to the bounty first. Send those two guys away. They should be back by now. Pine cone shortage. You imagine that? You're walking through the fucking forest with a bucket, and someone walking past with a bucket, and you both got a bucket full of pine cones, and you're like, "Morning, George." "Morning, drunk." And you just walking past this casually, and then someone's like, "Excuse me, sir, what are you doing?" "I'm collecting pine cones." "Why?" "It's toilet paper, sir." It's 1756, didn't you know? We use pine cones to wipe our ass. Run along and go play.
Sure.
You walk back home with your bucket of pine cones. Some of them haven't opened up, so you sit them by the fire so they dry out and open up a bit. Just so you got that rough bit to collect to really scrape and get in there and collect it out. And scrape your bumhole clean. You keep some smooth for when you feel like it's going to not need it. You got a mixture of smooth and opened and a mixture of pine cones. By the time you're 25 years old, you become a real fucking connoisseur of how to open up a pine cone and use a pine cone sufficiently to wipe your ass, especially without getting injuries. You become real expert in it by the time you're 25, at least. Very sufficient in the use of a pine cone. Nice simple man like a nice simple woman.
Hi, boss.
10,000 years from now, the archaeologists will find a skeleton of a man with a fucking Atari controller in his hand. They'll think, what is this primitive fucking gamer here? And that person will end up on a museum next to the guys that used to use pine cones to wipe their ass, showing the difference of the age of humanity, how it's fucking evolved. They went from wiping their ass with pine cones to using primitive games that used one stick and a button. Wow. Now we just stick a cord right up our ass and it plugs us straight into the game. You know, future and all. That's what I would expect. Where's Mirror Pond? Mirror Pond's over here. It's going to be night time soon. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Stand over here through the night time and see what happens. What the fuck? This guy's like, what if smoking lettuce got you high, but nobody knows because nobody's tried it? The fucking... he's got a point. I've never tried smoking lettuce. Has anyone else? No? I've smoked things that have the euphemism for lettuce. Imagine having hemorrhoids back then. Well, I mean, with an opened up pine cone, you'd only have hemorrhoids for the day. One poop, one wipe, fucking no more hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids be gone. Han? Yeah? Where's your hemorrhoids? I ripped them out with the pine cone. Oh, did you not use a smooth one? Yep. I used an opened up one. Ripped them off. I'll get the darning needle and I'll darn your asshole shut. Bend over in front of the fireplace, dear. Spread those cheeks and allow me to get right in there and I'll sew those holes up for you. Graphic enough for you? You do with that, YouTube? I mean, why not? Sounds horrible.
What if, like, smoking lettuce got you high, but no one knows? Because no one's tried it.
So he said it again. They repeated themselves. Motherfuckers. Where's my package? There it is. Oh, it's at the other park. Let's go there. My daily package is at the park. At a different park. And that's a good place to stand around and wait for another killer. Got to make sure I go to my agency and fill up on all my ammo and that. Just keep an eye on the time there. I really hope it's not one that has the cops tonight. God damn it. Fine, we'll go somewhere else. There's some sort of little moth or fly or something flying around in my room. It's probably a moth. They get in. And I think it wants to I think it wants to get eaten by spider. Due to the fact that it's hanging around. I'm going to stand right here with my back turned, and we'll see if the famous car comes after us. One day hemorrhoid. Yeah, well, good way of removing it, I reckon. So if you haven't watched the movie Screamboat, I highly recommend watching it. It is definitely worth the watch. Look, I could tell you how the special effects were done in the movie, but I'm pretty sure when you watch it, you'll figure that out straight away. It's not meant to be looked at as... If you've ever watched The Walking Dead and Z Nation, if you've watched The Walking Dead and then you've watched Z Nation, look at the special effects of Walking Dead, look at the special effects of Z Nation. Right? It's got special effects like Z Nation, but it's worth the watch. Yes, Screamboat. Like Steamboat Willie, but Screamboat. And yes, it is it's insane. It's awesome. It's worth the watch. It's funny. The puns they make about Disney, and the way the kills are done, and the shitty special effects. It's awesome. It's worth it. I'm gonna watch it again. It's on Prime. If you have Prime, it's on Amazon Prime. And yeah, I'll be watching it again. Definitely, because it's definitely worth it. It's a horror movie, right? That's just... There's a trailer for it on YouTube. If you look up the trailer on YouTube and watch it during your break. You're not supposed to take it as a serious horror. You're supposed to just enjoy the stupid fun of it. Yeah, I'm sure you'll find it. Just getting something ready. My herbal medicine. Topeka got her gummies. They're just green cubes of gelatin, which is all gummies is. Another good movie to check out. I don't know about the trying the gummies tonight. I don't know when she plans on trying some. I think hers are 10 THC, 10 CBD. And she's never had gummies before. I've never tried gummies before. We both never have. Metallica concert coming up in 11 days. We got tickets to that. Evanescence is opening up for Metallica. So that'll be good. Don't expect to see any photos from me because I'm not taking photos. I'm not sharing a moment with any of you. Maybe I'll take 1 or 2 photos. And I'll share it with a couple. But I'm not going there to do that. Going there to enjoy myself. Me, Topeka, my daughter, and her husband, my son-in-law, who I'm proud to call my son-in-law. She picked well. Doesn't matter what I say anyway. Yeah, man. So Topeka ended up with 30 of these little cubes. They're about 1 centimetre by 1 centimetre, so I guess you Americans would say 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch, give or take. Little 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch cubes of green gelatin or gummy. So, test them out before we go to the concert, see what they're like. If they're any good, might take them to the concert, maybe. At least eat them just before we walk in. I think something might happen soon. I just heard lightning. Maybe nothing will happen. Just checking to make sure I had the... I should be safe from a car right here. Or at least right here. They were a gift from my daughter. Yeah, my daughter bought the tickets for me and Topeka for. She said this will cover your birthday, Dad, your Father's Day, your anniversary, and it will cover Mum's anniversary and for Mother's Day and that as well. And Topeka was like, but I don't listen to those two bands. Yeah, it's good. It's a good thing for your dad, but it sucks for me. So, yeah, it's more of a present for me. I don't mind Evanescence. I don't give a shit. That what's her name? Amy Lee, is it? Yeah, she's alright. She can sing. Metallica rocks. I'm sure me and Topeka will have a good time. Maybe maybe it'll be too warm in there. I'll have to take my jacket off and lay it on my lap. You know, hey, you know, wink, wink. She knocked out 3 different presents at once. Well, yeah. Birthday, Father's Day, anniversary. But not only did she do it for one person, she did it for 2 people. So technically she knocked out 6 because she did it for 2 birthdays, Mother's Day and Father's Day, and, well, anniversary for both me and Topeka. So, yeah. I think it was something like $100 and something, $160 a ticket, $180 a ticket. I think. They're not cheap. Plus, get this, right? My daughter and my son-in-law will be doing the driving there and back, and we're with them. So all we have to do is just chuck in some money for fuel. And we get there and driven there and back, which means me and Topeka can have a few drinks, and we don't have to worry about getting, as you guys would call it, a DUI. We got a clown beforehand. I wonder if we'll get anything. Look away like that. There was lightning. Drink is where they make the money back. Last concert I went to, it was $20 for a 25-ounce tall can beer. Yeah, when I went to, me and Topeka went to this one, and it was a bit expensive as well. $100 pretty quickly. Yeah, and if you've got someone with you and you're shouting someone because they're your date or something like that, that's easily 200. Not to mention food. If you decide to get like chips or something like that, some hot chips, fries or whatever, you know. All of that shit counts. Come on, car. Something. Well, it looks like this won't be the last bit of Rockstar. See, it came up 90% full, right? Which means I need to edit or delete stuff I'm not using. And I know that all of this night so far was a bust, so I could delete all of this night. And I've got most of the other night, the night before that I recorded, I got most of that I can delete, except for when I had that guy I had to deal with. I'm going to turn that off now because we're over 5. What we'll do is go like this. Well, guys, I was on longer than I thought I was going to be. I thought I was going to be on for an hour. I've been on for 2 hours. But I'm going to jump off because Topeka's going to be getting ready to do her stream. And her link's at the top of the chat. She'll be streaming Jurassic World Evolution 3 or something like that. It's just come out. It's just been released. She'll be streaming it as it gets released. So people want to jump onto that. That'll be the next 15 minutes or so, 13 minutes or so, 20 minutes, between 13 20 minutes, whatever. No worries. Shout out to DDG.
No problemo.
Shout out to Twisted, Shiny, TR. Shout out to Jimmy.
Is there anything I can do?
Big shout out to the wonderful and lovely Topeka. Big shout out to all the people that were lurking in the background. And I'll catch you all later on. I'm out, I'm dot and dust. See ya.